and welcome to another episode of FansTalkFootball with Newcastle supporters once again. But here we have today is our beloved president, Iron Mike, and also Gary.
Hi.
So, how are you guys?
Hey, I'm fine. On the football matter, not really, but on life, on my health, Alhamdulillah, everything is all
I
good
can
lah.
I can tell you that we are all on the same page here. And and also Gary, we have seen your contribution being a fan in Sabah, being a Newcastle fan in Sabah. You have done so many like contributions in terms of initiating the MV and all that. Can you just tell us a little bit about this?
Sure, no problem. First of all, thank you to Zainal and also Mike for having me on your show. It's been quite good so far. The feedback and response by the Newcastle fans here in Sabah, in KK especially. We have a couple of regulars, myself, Weiner, Gom, and also Redzwan. So usually it's the three of us lah, plus a few others. And the last game, West Brom against Newcastle, the three of us we just met up at Jom Kupi Kupi and we watched the game. 0-0, balik rumah lah lepas tu. Sedih-sedih juga lah. Yeah.
Hey, on behalf of the supporters club in Malaysia, we'd like to say thank you very much, Gary, for your effort. It's with the current condition of our beloved club, but you still have this kind of initiative. So kudos to you lah, and Sabah Toon Army there. So all the best in the future undertaking also lah.
Okay, Iron Mike. Tak sah lah kalau kita nak discuss Newcastle if we leave out Joelinton. Kan? So, if I were to ask you, right, Joelinton, 24 years old, like, he did very well in Germany. For some reason, doesn't work well in Newcastle. So, is he playing for the wrong club or the wrong manager, or is just a scam?
Actually, at first, I think everybody knows that Joelinton was not welcome in inverted commas by Rafa Benitez, and rumors said that he was one of the few reasons lah why Rafa do not sign the contract extension. So he don't want Joelinton and also ASM, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see that. I mean, after that, when he left, so the club chooses Steve Bruce, and then most people said, some people said Joelinton was SP or Bruce signing, but I do not think so. This is club signing because he came in, the deal is already almost done lah. He only came back from the China, and then Joelinton was there, right? So if you ask me, is he worth 40 million? Not even half, to tell you the truth. So maybe there's a scam there, but I'm not sure who was the one who recommended to the club or to the owner or to even Lee Chani. But these are the problems because I think the owner love football. Understand that he loved watching England to all the World Cups, but then he was ill-informed by somebody else lah. I do think this is a very big reason because that's number one. It's not worth 40 million. Number two, it's not worth wearing the number 9 jersey. That's nothing. So these two things have to be corrected as soon as possible. Selling off, loaning off, and take him the number 9 and give it to Callum Wilson lah.
Yeah.
So these three things have to be done.
So Gary, are you a fan of our record signing?
I'm gonna have to agree. I mean, I agree totally with Mike on this one regarding Joelinton. I also think that it's sort of like a money laundering thing. 40 million, 40 million to Upper Hoffenheim, and some of that 40 million definitely is gonna go somebody's pocket and all that. But funnily enough, Joelinton, he actually played for Brazil under 17 4 times, and he scored 2 goals. So he was pretty good lah, kan? Under 17 lah. But then if you look at his record throughout his career, from Sporting received in Brazil to Hoffenheim, and then when he was on loan at Rapid Vienna, his best record was probably 1 goal in 3 games on average lah. 1 goal in 3 games. So when he joined Newcastle, he has played so far 59 games, I think, and he scored 3 goals, Premier League goals lah, league goals so far. I think the problem is, I think he's got all the physical attributes. Physically, I think he's like another Neymar lah, physically, yeah? But I think he just needs maybe a little bit more time, maybe one more season, hopefully, and maybe a partner, someone to play alongside him to get the best out of him. I don't think he's a bad player. I think he's badly coached. I think he's badly coached, but definitely not worth 40 million lah. Maybe 10 million lah. Cukup lah 10 million lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a player in crisis, but what about a club in crisis? Okay. So when a club is facing internal problems, it usually would reflect on the pitch, right? So let's just look back at the game against Wolves and how Richie was blamed for not having to send a message across, and that led to the goal against us. So, Mike, well, what is actually wrong with the team or the management?
Okay, firstly, I would love to catch the mole who give this exclusive to the newspaper lah, because things happen in clubs, okay? Whether we know it or not, that's a different story altogether. Because we have seen a lot of fighting or quarreling. Even Newcastle United, you can see during the game soonest years, it's not even training in a football match, right? It was an embarrassing moment for all Newcastle United fans itself, between Boyer and also Dyer. So this thing happened. But then that's number one lah. Who's the mole? Number two, I think we have to look back at the January transfer. So there's rumors happening. Even there's a newspaper informing that Richie has already said goodbye and thank you so much to his team member, that he says he's going to go back south. But then the deal turned sour because I don't know what, maybe the club do not have a right good deal, or even there's no replacement. So we have to go back to the story behind it. So so we have a case lah, between Richie and the club, or Richie is Steve Bruce. Don't know which one, because currently we are speculating most of the time, right? But
Yes.
And I think media also love to talk about Newcastle United, especially their bad side lah.
Yeah.
Because we are all fans are very passionate. So people like us will make papers, sales, or now we call it easy to be bait, click right to all the information. So anything that is bad, especially with the fans anti-Steve Bruce and anti-Mike Ashley. So media love to dig all these bad publicity or backstory. So
Yeah.
As for the game itself, I'm not sure the right story altogether, but Steve Bruce should not have sell off his players lah after the game. Okay, he make mistake, understandable, but then you should have back him up, or if you don't want to back it up, just zip it off and then give him a big telling after the game or behind the camera. So that's the maybe what Steve Bruce did wrong lah. But then to attack back your manager, and then when he called you and then you don't want, and then you said bad things and then coward not in front of him. If you are somebody, your manager or what, you also, when you are subordinate, tell you something like that, you also be furious, right? So it's something like a 50-50 thing lah.
So okay, Gary, ni macam you play dekat zaman sekolah, and then your jurulatih will tell you, you sepatutnya mark player apa wing back kanan, ini apa you buat kat tengah. So macam budak sekolah pula kan, and you're not supposed to be like seeing these things happening, and then the coach will blame one particular player after the game and all that, and it's not nice to see this, especially when we are fighting relegation. So how do you think is our current state of peace or harmony in the team?
think right now our team, Newcastle United, in terms of squad harmony and confidence, is at one of our lowest points. Yeah, it's at one of our lowest points. If you want to look at Lascelles as a leader, I think there should be other leaders there in the team as well. Players like Shelby, even Richie, all the senior players, right? Like even Kieran Clark as well. They should be like the ones who are like voicing, being loud on the pitch, encouraging each other and everything. But I think, right, we don't see much like leaders on the pitch at the moment. I think lah. I mean, that's what I notice. So it's about time. There's another 10 more games or 11 more games to go. Some of these senior guys definitely they need to step up, and be a bit more vocal on the pitch and start, getting the game and trying to win games and just being leaders on the pitch and inspire the rest of the team because clearly we're not getting inspiration from the manager at the
Yeah.
moment. So it's up to the senior players to lead the confidence, to instill some confidence in the team.
Yeah, so I think being Newcastle fans, everyone is facing their worst fears, especially against our games with Villa on Saturday morning. Can I get your prediction, Mr. Pressy, Abang Pressy kita? What is your
Janganlah.
honest prediction? And actually, I'm very scared to hear your predictions because I don't want to get us relegated. But what is your honest truth?
Okay, before that, can I turn a little bit to what Gary mentioned just now?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I think everybody knows that now it's all negativity, the club, the team, even the owner is negative toward the club itself. So me, my stand as a fan is I would like to put some positivity there, meaning that now is the time to support the team. Although SB is being SB right now, Bruce, and then other people are because there are a lot of negativity outside there. As a fan, you have to support the team to thick and thin lah. Although because as long as the club put Bruce as the manager, that is as long as I will support the team because the team also include
of course
staff manager. So from there, if you ask me, go back to the prediction. We are playing away. Good thing is that Grealish is not playing, so that cut off some of their attacking power. I have to be frank. Of course, my heart wanted Newcastle to win it, but then with the current dire up front, we scored less after Callum Wilson was out injured. So I think I would like to see a draw lah. A 0-0 draw will be a good result for us, but also Fulham losing and also Brighton losing and also Burnley losing. But if we can get one goal and win 1-0, I'll be over the moon lah, to tell you the truth. But my brain said the best is 0-0 draw.
But Mike, you
because
wish
Martinez is a very good goalkeeper. I think I saw the game they played against Wolves. I don't know, 20 million for Martinez from Arsenal to Villa is a money worth spent.
How about you, Gary?
Okay, all right. We're later at 4:00 in the morning. We are playing at home, St James's Park against Villa, and we are unbeaten. We are playing at home, and we are actually unbeaten in our last 11 Premier League games, home games against Villa. We have won 6 and we have drew 5 games. The last time we lost to Villa at home was in 2005 April, 3-0 loss, where we had 3 players sent off. So my prediction for tonight, 4:00, I think I'm going to get up. I'll try my best to wake up and watch the game. It's a 1-0 win, a very, very crucial, big 3 points with a 1-0 win. Goal coming from anybody, anyone. On goal pun tak apa. It's okay. We just need a 1-0.
Name a player. 1-0. Name a player, Gary.
Name a player. Okay, hopefully Shelby lah. So if Shelby plays, Shelby. Or maybe Joe Willock on loan. And
I think Willock will do it because I think Willock will play number 10. He'll be replacing Miron because that's the system that Steve Bruce is installing because He don't want to change any to other system, and then just when kalau Wilson came back or SM came back, Amiron came back, they just slot into the
Sorry,
normal.
but Mike, you wish for a draw, but what do you think will be the result?
No, I wish for a win, but I think it's a draw. You got to understand. I wish for a win, but I think it's a draw because Martinez is very hard to score
Penetrate.
against, and then at the same time they also struggling without Grealish, Newcastle of course. But what we see is that for the last 2 games, we only conceded 1 goal. It's gonna be a boring games, but then I do think if we take our chances, half chances, we're gonna nick it.
That's not good to hear, but that realistically everybody will have the same thought. So guys, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Today.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Zanu, for having us.
Mike and also Bam Gary for participating in this very short and sweet podcast session with FTF.